Alright, so 3 boxes done, 3 more boxes to go, and I'm totally keeping the scarf on, even though it's kind of hot. And the next one will be a box that arrived around, I think, June/July. This one is probably not the biggest, but definitely one of the heaviest, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside. Alrighty, and the theming for this one is enchanting essentials. Alright, first up is a t-shirt, as usual, and you guys see it first. Okay, it looks like Hogwarts, the crest of Hogwarts, but it looks like it's kind of like an X-ray one, do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of black and white. Next up is something that looks like a bunch of notebooks. All the notebooks are lined. Here you go. The first one says Harry Potter, and it has the keys from the very first movie. Second one has happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. This is the quote from Dumbledore, I think from the either last movie or second to last movie. Next up is of course Severus, always Snape, and you see the tree and Severus and Harry's mom Lily. And now the final one is sort of a pattern of Hogwarts, and then the symbols for every house. You have a lion, you have a raven, you have a badger, and a snake. Next up is a book, and it says Newt Scamander, a movie scrapbook. So this is a book about the movie, about the Fantastic Beasts. Let's see what it has. It has a map of the United States together with what I imagine is where to find Fantastic Beasts. So in the next one, Newt Scamander, movie scrapbook. It's very well made, again, very thick, glossy paper used for pages, and it has kind of a description of how the movie was made. You have pictures from the set, you have how the CGI was made, you know, you have various objects and various beasts that they showed in the movie. Now, book also has little additions, like there are like this random pockets, and what's in the pocket? Let's see. Oh, what? A joker. 7 of hearts, 22 of clubs, and 32 of diamonds. I guess this goes back to the speakeasy culture, you know, and the book then has, you know, different sets and how this concept art and how these sets were created. Again, this is a very geeky thing that I think will be fun to have on your coffee table if you have fellow Fantastic Beasts fans coming in. We're having the second movie very soon, so maybe this is something to have on your coffee table if you're throwing a Fantastic Beasts pre-party or after-party. Next up is a sign, or what I think is a sign. So one side says, Wizards welcome, Muggles tolerated. And the next one says, Wizardry at work, no Muggles allowed. Next up is a magnet. Again, I'm from the Gryffindor house, so I got a Gryffindor magnet. Straight up magnet, but very well made. The print is very nice and crisp. It's magnet on the back. It's made out of very thick, glossy cardboard. And again, the last but not least, we are finishing up with a pin. This time it is Severus and Lily's Patronus. Again, very nicely made, true to the story, and you know, going back to that notebook that had Severus and Lily under the tree, it's kind of like a little nod to their storyline in the same box. Second to last box in our haul today arrived, I would say somewhere around August. The theme for this one is magical creatures, and the first one is the item that probably makes this box bulky, and it is a white box that says warning, hide shiny objects before opening. If I had to guess, I think this one will have a niffler, the little platypus looking creature from Fantastic Beasts that actually likes everything shiny, like coins or golden bullions. Let's open it up. It is a niffler. Look at this little guy. Again, cannot say anything for the quality of the Loot Crate items. They are very well made. This is a China piece, so this is made out of like porcelain, and it is actually a coin bank, so for your money. So which is funny because Niffler is the creature, if you remember, that likes everything shiny, especially jewelry, money, golden bullions, anything that has to do with like shiny objects. And this little guy will keep your coins safe, and once you want to cash out, obviously he has a plug on the bottom and you can just like take your money out without breaking the little man. Very cute and very well made again. Next up is staying with the theme of fantastic beasts. So this is a cookie cutter that is Fantastic Beasts branded. Okay, let me see if I can get all 4 of them right. First of all, you have a Niffler, and every cookie cutter actually spells the name of each creature. So if you see, once you stomp this cookie, you will have Niffler, actually the word embedded in the shape of a creature. Next up is a little tree guy. I believe their names are Bowtruckle. Next up is a Rumpet. And the last but not least is Swooping Evil. Ooh. Every cookie cutter has a stamp. So you know how there are like these cookie cutters with a stamp? So first you cut a cookie into the shape and then you stamp this to have more details on the dough as it cooks. Even if you have folks who do not necessarily know the name of every beast in the pack, they will know it from reading through the inscriptions on the cookies themselves. Next up is Hagrid and his creature. So this is kind of a sticky set, and Hagrid is the big sticky. But these little guys, they are kind of like a page marker. So you have Bugbeak, you have the dragon that Hagrid got, you have an owl, or maybe it's a Hedwig, and also Hagrid's dog. This guy's is just way too cute. I mean, it's a wonderful like stationery set. I'm not sure that I will be using it as a stationery set because it is so well made and it is so cute that I'll just want to keep it in my desk for all eternity. Next up is a pin, and this time is the basilisk that Harry killed in the second chapter, in the second film, with the sword of Godric Gryffindor. So what is fun about this pin is that it is interactive. So you have a sword that kind of dangling from the basilisk's head with a little chain, and then if you want to put it in, you kind of like put it right into the snake's head. It's a little bit sinister, but again, very well made, high quality pin. And we are finishing up this box, the second to last box, with a t-shirt. So here's the t-shirt, and it just has different Fantastic Beasts. Mostly, or I think exclusively from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, not from the Harry Potter franchise. And the last box for today, the one that arrived literally a week or two ago, is this one. This is a box that arrived in September, and very appropriately for this time of the year, you have Back to Hogwarts theme, which is basically like back to school theme. The one thing that is bulky but not heavy, the first thing that we see is this messenger bag. So it has the Gryffindor house crest, it has the Gryffindor house colors. I mean, it's a nice one. I would think that the way it is made, it's very sturdy. It's not necessarily like the prettiest bag, I would say, that I've had, but hey ho, it will definitely be used in my household. Next up is another little thing that made out of fabric, and it is like a flag. This is the flag that I got because I'm from Gryffindor. It has the Gryffindor lion on it, and it says courage, determination, and bravery. So I guess the 3 main qualities that Gryffindors possess. This is like a house flag. It's pretty big, as you can see, like I'm trying to show it to you, like standing on my tippy toes. It's a pretty big one, and it's actually very, very colorful. Next up, again, very appropriately for the theming, is the Gryffindor notebook. So back to school, this is just a traditional notebook. It has the Gryffindor lion on the cover. It is not lined, but it has like a Gryffindor shadow crest on every page. And sort of to go with the Gryffindor notebook is a Gryffindor bookmark. Has a Gryffindor lion on it, tassel, maroon colored, which is like the color of Gryffindor, and yeah, made out of metal. Very well made. And the last but not least is another pin. And this pin is Hedwig. Hedwig bringing Harry a letter, or anybody else a letter, about the enrollment in Hogwarts. One thing to note is that this last box that arrived in September did not have a t-shirt. It did have a big bag, and it had a Hogwarts, like a flag, but it did not have a t-shirt. Traditionally, those boxes have t-shirts, but this one, last one, did not. And there you have it. This is what a whole year worth of subscription to Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts Loot Crate will get you. This is a very diverse bunch. We have a bunch of t-shirts, lots of pins, we have a Niffler, we have even watch, you know, iron-on patches, lots of notebooks, lots of geeky books. It's fun. So if you like it, go check them out. It is $35 to $40 per box. This video was not sponsored by Loot Crate or by anybody else. I just subscribed to the box. I had a big backlog of them, and I thought that it would be fun to share the unboxing experience with you guys. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you on the next video.